What's going on, Chicago Bears fans? Look, we know that the season is approaching. We got the schedule release, all that stuff. But we here to tell y'all, it's some Chicago Bears players that must have great seasons, or they might be getting a pink slip to get up out the door. We're going to talk about it plus more right after this. You got to hit it in. Hey!
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Chicago Bears Central on Saturday with the Cognac Boys. And y'all bogus because y'all ain't sending no voicemails. But anyway, Unc, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. We just got that schedule release. I'm feeling real optimistic about the season. But we got to talk about this. We got to talk about these guys.
Bro, for real. So, man, we know it's a lot of players that still come from the last regime. They got a lot to prove. Go ahead and tell the people who your first player that you're going to put on them on your magnifying glass to say if he going to be out the door if he don't perform.
Yeah, okay. This is going to be a player that might be a surprise to y'all because a lot of people I think this guy's like a lockdown. Like he's a definite on this team. Like he ain't got nothing to worry about. He's a all pro type player. He's a you can't throw any dirt on this name. But I called most of the games last season, and I did not see the type of play that his reputation warrants. Jalen Johnson needs to step up and have a great season this year. With the addition of, what's the young kid name we just got out of Miami?
Tyreek Stevenson.
Tyreek Stevenson. We're going to need you to step up to the plate because I got more confidence in Tyreek Stevenson than Jalen Johnson. And that might sound crazy to some of y'all, but I'm gonna need Jalen Johnson to step up this season. I did not see good. I seen mid last season. Mid.
That's fair. I mean, the last comment was a little bit hello, but I do understand the reservation when it comes to Jalen Johnson simply because out of the entire time he's been a Chicago Bear, he only has one interception. And I believe that everybody, especially when it comes to Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus, they look at production. Are you producing? You know what I'm saying? Yes, you shut down some players. Yes, you play solid football, but in this defense, we want to create turnovers. We want playmakers. We want pass deflections. We want things that lead to interceptions. So I definitely understand that. But I'm going to throw a play at you, and I'm going to just go out and say it. And I know some people love him because I love him. But I'm going to just go right out on a limb. Darnell Mooney is another player that needs to come out here and perform. I believe that Ryan Poles, the man got the trench coats with the shades and the cigar with the flip phone. We ain't got no iPhone. This the flip phone. So when he hang up, you feel it.
Oh, bro.
But yeah. I'm only reason I'm putting him, Darnell Mooney, out there is because he coming off an injury and he will command some money. And we know that if Ryan Poles feel like that he can find more value in other places or find somebody to replace you, or you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's some players on the team already. Tyler Scott, if Jones can, if drops, he can, lose the drop name. Those guys can fill in. And then these guys got 2 first-round picks next year. In the next year.
Marvin.
So he can still find value elsewhere. What you think about Darnell Mooney, though?
Man, you hit it right on the head, nephew. That was definitely going to be one of my players if you didn't say it. Thank you for looking on my list. Darnell Mooney. And it's like this. He's a pretty good receiver. He's definitely he got good hands, but I'm looking for shock value. This kid did not have a 100-yard game last year. This kid didn't have more than 10 receptions in one game last year. Where's the breakout game from Darnell Mooney? Big time receivers, they have these games. At least one. Can we get one on, bro? And I know the offensive line. I know Justin Fields running for his life, but damn, can we get one out of all the games Justin played? Please.
Just real quick before you continue, I would just say that he did perform. He did when he had Allen Robinson on the outside and he was inside. That's where he made his money. Now DJ Moore gonna be on the outside and he should be able to operate a little bit better on the inside, but he got to put it on wax. We can't go off hope and dreams over here in Chicago because that's what we've been going off of since I was born.
Yeah. And that's why I'm mainly agreeing with you because now he gonna have that threat on the other side of him. So now ain't no excuses. We need some big games from Darnell Mooney, bro. Break a tackle or something or do something. We need what the fuck, boy. Come on.
For real.
So let me throw another name at you. This not might not be surprising, but with the developments from the draft and Roshan Johnson and the kid from Carolina, I'm gonna
Dante
have to put
Foreman.
Dante Foreman. I'm gonna have to put Khalil Herbert up
Ooh,
there. You
you
gotta
putting them
play.
on the map?
He gotta play, bro. He gotta play, bro. His ass
Oh,
gonna be shipped off, bro. Y'all want to see you in Green Bay or nothing, bro. And I like you, bro. I liked you more than Monty last season. You were my favorite running back for the Bears like last season, but dude, better talent, different year. Gotta come to play, Herbert. You got to. And I know it's your pass protection. That's mainly your weakness. I hope you've been practicing it. I don't know how do you do it, but I hope this offseason you practicing on that for you can see more snaps on the field.
bro. But I think Khalil Herbert, he's still relevant. That's a great pick to put him on the map. To be honest with you, because like he did perform well, but now you ain't got no cowbell or no guy to bruise up the. I mean, if you want to say Dante Foreman can bruise up the middle a little bit, cool. But you was the number two. Now, in my opinion, he should be going into this thing as number one, barring any changes in camp or whatever. But he still got to go ahead and perform. He gotta get better in pass protection. So he should be watching a lot of film and he should be on his business. And another thing you didn't mention is catching out of the backfield.
Yes.
That's you need to have that in today's NFL, and especially if he can add that to his game, that'll just take him to the next level.
Yeah, man, and it's gonna be a tough room in that running back room. It's gonna be so competitive, bro.
Yes.
Because none of these guys really they didn't play with each other last year.
Right.
So whatever kind of friendship they gained garnered doing training camp or whatever, it's all I ain't gonna say it's phony, but they competing against each other for playing time. That's for sure. Are we completely knowing? Is we 100% certain we know the number one running back for the season is? So it's a
I'm
competition in that running back room for
It's
sure.
definitely gonna be some competition. I think Khalil Herbert gonna get the nod, but he still gotta earn it. I think
Got to earn
it's
it.
just a coaching staff that makes sure that these guys gotta go out here and earn their spot. And that's what I like about the coaching staff, because they'll quickly move you out of there.
On
They
bro,
did Tavin Jenkins like that. They
on bro,
get you gonna move.
on
Oh,
bro.
bro.
And one thing for sure, and thing for certain, Roshan Johnson ain't the third string. I'm telling you right now.
Oh,
So y'all better get it together.
oh, okay. I bet. I ain't even gonna go back on that.
No,
But another player that I'm looking at that who needs to have a spectacular season. I think a lot of people ain't gonna agree with it, but I don't care. I'm gonna say it. I think it's gonna be Eddie Jackson. I mean, he's getting up there in age. Eddie Jackson, he coming off the injury. He was having a Pro Bowl type of year before he went down.
yes,
I know that when he's alongside a nice, strong safety, in which he is now, when he was with Adrian Amos and now with Jaquan Brisker, he's solid. But he
yes,
gotta bounce back. And I think he still got a few years left on his contract, but I don't think that any of that money is guaranteed anymore. But I still think that'd be one player who has to have a bounce back season. You know what I'm saying? Because Jaquan Brisker, he hit the ground running.
yeah.
And you got to go ahead and support that, especially if we did Ryan Pose and he coming from the last regime. They've
Oh
been
my God.
waxing, they've been doing the last regime players like it's nothing. Robert Quinn, get up out of here. Mustafa, get up out of here. Roquan Smith, get up out of here. Like they getting him out of there. So he got to show up.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with this one, nephew. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Eddie Jackson was having a Pro Bowl
He
season last
was.
year before he got hurt. Look at Eddie Jackson's story. He just broke out into this league really quick. He just broke out into this league like a bat out of hell, intercepting the ball, getting touchdowns, pick sixes. He was all world his first, and then he got that big contract. And it seemed he got fat on that contract. Then I think something tragic happened in his life. He turned around his way of thinking about life itself, and you got to take advantage of every opportunity you got. And it culminated into that season last year, which he was absolutely outstanding until he got that injury. I don't want to say. I think he's. I don't think we have to worry about Eddie Jackson. I'm just gonna honor what you say, nephew. But I think he. I think he's straight. Eddie
I
Jackson
think he
straight.
will be good, but I think that if he has a drop off, whew, that is not going
Yeah.
to be good for
Oh,
him.
we can't. Oh, we can't afford that. That no 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 no.
He got to perform, bro.
He got to. And because I think Jaquan Brisker is better than Amos was when
Agreed. When
I
he was
think
a
that's a
bell.
better player. So
Agreed.
yeah, and so it's gonna be make it easy for Eddie Jackson because now this is what happening. Brisker get down in a box, and Eddie Jackson could do what he do best.
Just wrong, baby.
Just roam. Oh, bro, he is a threat roaming, bro. He can cover the whole field, and he got wide receiver hands on, bro. So I think he'll be good this year, nephew.
I hope so.
No,
All
bro.
right,
Also,
who
it's
your
my turn.
next one? Yep.
This
Okay.
gonna hurt my heart. This gonna hurt my heart, baby.
Oh,
My son, Jack
oh,
Sanborn,
you
man.
putting
He got
Jack
a
on the bubble?
man. It's just like this. This is why I'm doing it, nephew. I want him to continue to be overachiever, bro. Uh, this kid was undrafted, or was he drafted in the last round, nephew?
Undrafted.
He
Undrafted.
was undrafted. Worked his way into the starting lineup, man. We seen it in the preseason. And then last year when he took over for Roquan Smith, by the time from the time that he started starting for the Chicago Bears till he got injured at the end of the season, he was leading the league in tackles. But that don't matter because you an undrafted player. So you're gonna have to prove yourself every snap, every down, every year, Jack Sanborn. So I want him. This is more or less just more motivation, not to knock him, but I need you to keep going on the same path and be hungry every single snap.
I'm with you on that. I could definitely feel that a lot too, because like you said, a lot of undrafted players, they got to prove themselves no matter what. And I think they got to have that chip on their shoulder every single season, every single play, every single down, every single second. And I'm with it, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a lot of players that, I mean, not a lot of players, but some conversations to where they were saying, hey, Noah Sork is coming in. He gonna have to
Yeah,
compete. You know what I'm saying? And they bring in Tremaine Edmonds, they bring in TJ Edwards. You already know what that linebacker room gonna look like. So he's gotta earn his spot again, because you're not lining up against Nicholas Morrow anymore or
no,
Adams anymore. You lining up against some Pro Bowl type of guys or some guys that's coming off Super Bowl runs. You know what I'm saying? And TJ Edwards when he was with the Eagles. So he definitely got to come out here and perform. I think he will answer the call, but he definitely will have a magnifying glass on him this season for sure.
yeah, man. This is, and I'm not worried about him. I'm a little. Wait, let me be honest. I'm a little worried because you know when you get new toys, and you know what I'm saying. Noah Sewell, he out there. That's a new toy. He do look. He look young and vibrant, ready to play. But don't forget about Jack Sanborn and his
Bro.
instincts and his tackling ability, Joe. Get Gotta come out and perform, Jack. Let's do it. I'm riding with you. That's my son, bro.
It's just us and me. Oh, bro. All right, man. My last one on the list is going to be another wide receiver. This Chase Claypool, bro.
Yeah,
Traded me. I'm just going right out. I ain't even going to sugarcoat it. Chase Claypool, bro. I think this is a guy who came in from Pittsburgh, who had a little bit of turmoil over there with about not receiving the ball and not producing that much. So they traded him. Came to the Chicago Bears in the middle of the season with a lot of expectations. But obviously, we go and give him a slight pass simply because he couldn't learn the playbook. But now you got an entire offseason. You will, I believe you got all the intangibles to be a solid receiver, but you still got to show up. Ryan Poe's letting people go. Look at Byron Pringle. He did a donut and he landed with a donut in the box score or whatever you want to call a stat sheet, whatever, and he was out of there. Most of the that was on the team last year ain't even here anymore. So
yeah,
I think that this guy got to come show up, especially because if he trying to get paid, you got to perform. You
yeah,
got to perform, bro. You got to go ahead and do something and be good, bro. So I think Chase Claypool, and lastly, his behind was on the sideline complaining during the season, during certain games where Justin Fields had to go sit him down and have that daddy talk to him. So
yeah,
get your
bro.
act right, my boy. And
Yeah,
you can't be having that because they believe everything the Bears is big on character. So this
yeah,
man gotta have good character and you gotta perform, bro.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you on this on Chase Claypool, nephew. I love him on this team because he brings a different type of profile to the wide receiver position. I think You got two players with this type of profile on this team, and EQ and Chase Claypool, on the big time wide receivers who, what I'm saying, could go up and get it.
Right.
He do have the speed. I think he can do it. We kind of rushed him into the fray when we made that trade in the mid-season
Right.
last year. So I do have confidence in him. I did see that one season with Ben Roethlisberger's when he went crazy. He was just
Mm-hmm.
catching everything, running everything into the end zone. I think he could get back to that. Um, it's just going, and then I am worried about that diva shit you was talking about with Chase Claypool. I do see it a little bit in him, but he does bring a different profile that I like with this Chicago Bears team, because you
Yeah.
got Darnell Mooney, Tyler Scott, Pettis, and all these guys got the same type of profile, a little fast twitch. Even DJ Moore, a little fast twitch, little receivers with good hands that'll work the middle. We need a big body out there that's
And
really
that's
a threat.
Claypool.
And
Yep,
this
you're right.
Claypool's.
That's
So I
Claypool.
need him to come through.
For sure. I ain't think, man, that was perfectly said. He definitely need to come through and use that big body to go ahead and be that legit outside number two. Because I think DJ Moore is gonna get most of the touches.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
other guys need to definitely show up. That's why I put Darnell Mooney out there and I put Chase Claypool, because I think that the Bears are gonna stick with. Well, they ain't got a DJ Moore on the contract for years to come, so they got to be ready to play. These other guys got to be ready to play, bro.
Let me
But
ask you a question.
go ahead.
Between those two, Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool, which one of those, I don't want to say has the most pressure, but which one of those has to perform the most this season? Is it Chase or is it Darnell?
I think it's Chase, man. I think Darnell Mooney, he was the most productive wide receiver last year. So I think that he get a little more leniency. I don't know how Ryan Poe's thinking, but I think that he gets a little bit more leniency. And I think that you know what I'm saying? They heart's not really that attached to Chase Claypool
Yeah,
so much. Well, I wouldn't say their heart's really that attached to neither one of them, but I think that yeah, it's a tough answer. It's a
it's
tough answer
I
because
mean, you could have
you
said it's
you you
equal.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to. I don't think it's equal though. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
Chase Claypool. I think he has to perform well because I mean, yeah, we traded a second round pick for you, but you could be replaced again because I believe the Bears. I believe they banking on. I think they banking on player development number one, and then
Mm-hmm.
they believe that most of these players gonna pan out. And they
Yeah.
still got options next year in the draft. Is wide receivers coming through the draft every single year. That's why
Okay.
when you said Khalil Herbert, I wasn't mad because his running backs the same way coming out the
Yeah.
draft every single year.
See, that's why I asked that. I say Darnell Mooney has Pro Bowl talent. He has not been to the Pro Bowl. When is we gonna see the prime Darnell Mooney? When is we gonna see the excellent Darnell Mooney? I think we getting teased. I know, like, the people like to say the offensive line, he can't get off, he's getting open, but then the quarterback can't get on the ball. I don't want to hear that. That's excuses. I want to see big games from Darnell Mooney this season, bro. I want to see it.
That's fair.
He gonna have one-on-ones this entire season, bro.
That's fair.
Th-
But I think that with the wide receivers, I don't think he go touch a Pro Bowl unless he has like this crazy spectacular season. Because bro, in the NFC, he going against Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Who else? I can't even
Mm-hmm.
think right now. You got D Hop. You got a bunch of other wide receivers that's gonna come
Yeah,
before
it's
him.
a chance.
Even
It's a
e- e-
chance.
even on his own team, DJ
DJ
Moore is
Mo.
gonna
Yeah.
get more love before him. I think he just had to be solid. I think you
Okay.
just got to be solid and put up good numbers, bro. Just put up
For
the
sure.
similar numbers that you did when you was alongside Allen Robinson, and I think
Oh,
that'll
bro.
be good enough to stick around.
I'm with you. 100%. There's a good list, nephew. I ain't mad at you except Eddie Jackson, bro. Get off Eddie Jackson.
I bet. Any final thoughts, bro?
Hey, man, season coming up quick. Y'all stay in tune. I'm going to try to get this microphone for this live call before I won't destroy your eardrums, supposedly. But y'all
They'll
get
be all
ready for.
right. They need to feel that energy. It's going to be live, baby.
Oh, bro. Let's get ready, baby. The Bears is coming, baby. The Arlington Heights Bears.
But yes, this is what we trying to do, though, ladies and gentlemen. We trying to bring y'all Bears content 7 days out of the week. And on Saturdays, you're going to get me and the Cognac Boys. And on Sunday, you get the whole trio. So send in voicemails. This is supposed to be a voicemail episode, but we ain't getting no voicemail saying, hey, Cognac Boys, or hey, Bobby, or hey, C-Dubb. Y'all talking about hey, Hayes. Hey, Hayes. No, that's cool. Hayes do his on Fridays. You talk to the Cognac Boys on Saturdays. So this is supposed to be for y'all, so we can just go ahead and connect. But nonetheless, go ahead and make sure y'all following us on all social media platforms at Chicago Bear Central. If you want to send us any questions, comments, concerns, hit us up. Send us an email, shybearcentral@gmail.com. And of course, if you want to leave that voicemail, the number is 773-242-9336, or you can comment in the comment below or send a text message. Just say mailbag, hey Bobby, hey C-Dubb, hey Cognac Boys. Rah, rah, rah. But this is another episode of Chicago Bear Central with the Cognac Boys. We gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.